Hey YouTube! So I know I seem extra excited, and I am because I just got back from my orientation and it is late. It is 9:44, but I just got back 15 minutes ago. It just took me 15 minutes. I was talking to my sister and all this other stuff. So, but we did get back late. Where do I start? Okay, so today marks the first day of my law school orientation, and yesterday was like sorry, excuse me. Yesterday was like a kickoff party. So from so I'm part-time, as you probably know by now, and from 7 to 9 was the kickoff party, and all full-time and part-time came to that and just socialized basically. We got 2 drink tickets, and then we got to go up to the bar and get 2 drinks for free, and they had snacks around the tables at the whatever place it was held at. However, I did not drink, and they had some weird beers. So anyway, to the main points. Okay, so orientation is, the time it's really getting close. You're getting excited, and also anxious and nervous. And if you're like me, you literally Googling everything possible and YouTubing and all kinds of stuff and researching stuff. So we got an assignment before. I don't know, I can't remember if I said this because I do a bunch of, I do videos. Most of the videos that I've already posted, I just had to run them through once. But a couple of them, I accidentally deleted them. I had to do the whole thing over. So, I can't remember everything that I say every time. So, we had to read The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. I think it's Skloot, S-K-L-O-O-T. Anyway, which was a really good book for orientation. Now, we will discuss that tomorrow at tomorrow's orientation event. For the part-time students, full-time had theirs during the day, which was, I think, from 8 to 5. They literally had something all day. But we had orientation from 5:15 to 9:15, because I got here at 9:30. So, orientation. The first thing is we kind of had to go in and get these folders with I need to go get my folder. We had to go get these folders with all kinds of stuff for it's like a student handout, or the student handbook is in it. The oath is in it, which was cool to do. It was kind of like a wow, this is it, smack in the face kind of thing. And then it had a few more packets in it, like service projects for Friday's event. What do you want to do? Little stuff I don't know, just informative things for SLUE Law. Okay, so the orientation started with us coming and taking a photo, which apparently this photo is going to be used basically for all the teachers from now till whenever you graduate, for the teachers to recognize who you are. So they're going to get it in. They do a assigned seating, so I think it's some of them go by once you sit down, that's where you're sitting. Some of them go by last name, alphabetically. I don't really know, but anyway, they use the picture to kind of, this is she, and blah blah blah, this is him, so it'll kind of follow you. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm 10 weeks post relaxer, which you probably can. And I didn't want to flat iron my hair because normally I have it in that bun, and I had it in a braid out. So I really didn't know what to do with my hair. So plan what you're going to do, ladies, with your hair and your outfit. So, I don't know how bad. Ugh, I hope it didn't look like that. There, this picture looked, but I can tell you it wasn't my best because this hairstyle is not it. Well, I didn't have my hair pulled up. I had it down, but my ends are rough. So I just pulled my hair up, left this little piece out because it literally won't really go into my little ponytail that I pulled up. And I always braid my hair up here because it just adds a little pizzazz. Anyway, that is so irrelevant. Okay, so I got notes from the orientation because I wanted to make sure that I covered like everything that I did and my feelings and, you know, kind of again so you can go on the journey with me. Okay, so first of all, know where the place is that you're going to meet. It may not be, if you're part-time, it may not be the same as where the full-time met because I was like 10 minutes late because I forgot where the place is going to be. So I went to the place that is like the union, student union, whatever your school calls it, to that place the first time. And it was not there because that's where it's going to be tomorrow. And then I went to the law school. But, you know, I had to drive around. Like, it took me way too long. When I should have just checked, double checked. Because I've looked at the orientation packet for like ever. And I should have just double checked to make sure I know where I'm going. So make sure you check to know where you're going, what classroom it is. Do what you have to do. Kind of like the LSAT, visit the classroom. Whatever you feel like you have to do so that you can get to the orientation on time. So we got dinner because we're the part-time program. Well, full-time got lunch. So we had, I'm pretty sure they had breakfast too. But we had dinner, which was like pizza and just sodas. And sorry, text message. And so after it, that was like 15 minutes. Well, 30 minutes between taking the pictures, and then as soon as you take your picture, you go get something to eat, you sit down, and you converse with other part-time, because it's all part-time in this orientation. So you converse with everybody else, and you're getting to talk and see where everybody works and how their schedule's going to go and just how they feel and, you know, different things like that. So make sure you sit with a kind of talkative group, because I sat with a few. This one lady was talkative and nice and cool, but I just didn't sit with very talkative people besides the one lady. At the social event that was yesterday, I already met a friend, which was awesome. I wouldn't say a friend, but, you know, we like sat together today and we were cool and we talked for a long time. So, you know, kind of click up at those social events when you can, because you already are lost and you feel like, you know, oh my gosh. So try to connect with who you can, when you can, as soon as possible. So you can be like, oh, I'll sit by you, you know. And get their phone number. Because if you're like me and you're like, oh, I can't get on my internet on my phone right now. I don't know where they're at. You know, it could be real ugly. So try to get their phone number and give them yours just in case, you know, they get lost or stuff like that. Okay, so the keynote speaker, I wanted to touch on a few things that he said. Do physical exercise. Now, of course, again, I will say I am going through this with you. So we will figure out my schedule along the way and see what works for me. I have decided as of now, I am going to, because I work 8 to 5 and then I got class and, you know, got to squeeze homework in there Monday through Friday. I was told I'm going to take Friday out just for me. When I get off work, I'm not doing any homework. I'm going to take that day and hang out and, you know, do whatever, massage or whatever I feel like doing that day, and take it just for me. So then, you know, crack the books back open Saturday and Sunday and not feel guilty about it, because you have to do that, or, you know, you can't just, he was saying, you can't just suck it up the whole 3 or 3.5 or 4 or 5 years. That's too much. You just burst out and, you know, be like upset with your whole experience. And you don't want to do that. You want to find some fun in it, which is another key point he said. Get sleep. Your body cannot run on like 2 hours of sleep regardless of what you say. And by the way, that do physical exercise, do not think if you're, you have a workout routine. If you don't, you probably need to get one, because you might be, running around and being so busy that you're eating like snacks and bad stuff, which is exactly what I did tonight. Do not skip physical exercise to get up and study. You take an hour to work out. I do. I'm doing P90X right now, and I get up at 6, work out, 7 o'clock, get ready for work. The rest of my day is, work, and I don't have to come home and be like, oh, I don't want to work out, because I already worked out in the morning. So do that. Find the study times that works for you. We will figure out mine along the way. You're constantly on display because, when you read in newspapers, he was saying, you don't see people say stuff like, that plumber pushed a kid down today. You see stuff like, local lawyer was unethical and pushed a kid down on the playground today, So as somebody who's supposed to be in an ethical position, you are constantly on display. Another thing, I had this experience. Now, your family members and friends will want to get legal advice from you just when you say you start law school or because you say you're in law school. You cannot give them advice. Please let them know that. It is unauthorized practice of law. It's illegal, okay? So, you can't give legal advice. Do not put too much emphasis on class rank. Unless you want to be in corporate law, fine. But don't put so much emphasis that you, again, suck all the fun out of your life. One last thing he said is your most important aspect is your reputation. So try to keep that clean. And also I had to do character and fitness paperwork. If anything changed from the time that I applied to now, I had to fill out like, oh, since I applied, I got arrested for stealing. I didn't, but I'm just saying. And then we had to stand up and like read a little piece of paper that was like an oath. And like we all read it aloud. It was pretty cool. We didn't sign it and turn it in or anything. We just stood up and read it aloud, which felt good. How you see on TV at the end where they stand up and do that little oath. That felt like, oh, I'm a big girl and, whatever. I'm just kind of being, I guess, childish. Anyway, so I enjoyed the first day, and I will let you know how the second day goes. Thanks for watching.